paper for your shattered painting. So if you look behind you up here, you will see the size of the paper. While I'm doing this, please grab my primary colors, red, yellow, blue. I space them apart on my palette the same way on the color wheel, but same as they are on the color wheel, and then I got a little cup of water also. So whenever I want to clean my brush, I can quickly do that here. You'll probably want a paper towel too. Do you want to get a paper towel since you're not paying attention? You can give me a paper towel.
I'm not paying attention. I'm looking right at what you're doing.
So what's a paper towel?
Will you please give me a paper towel?
Hi, Brandon.
Okay. You can start with pencil. So if I can see somebody's pencil, I didn't grab one. All right. If you're doing your warm colors as abstract shapes, your yellow would be a warm color. So I will just start with an abstract shape up there. Yep, technically that is a blob. That is free form, organic, whatever you want to be. Okay. Then if I look at from yellow, I've got yellow green. That is, we'll call that a cool color. If you add more yellow to it, it'll be more warm. But my cool colors then will be geometric shapes. Okay, and then I'll go from yellow, green to green, be right here. I could label them if I want to, so I know where I'm putting these colors with my paint. Yellow, green. Okay. The paper, you can't even see what I'm doing. It's too bright.
Of the Coexist Club, please report to the auditorium. All members of the Coexist Club.
Okay, circle is geometric. You guys get the idea. Okay, so my greens, blues, purples, cool colors will be geometric shapes. My organic shapes will be my warm colors. So to the left of yellow is yellow, orange. I'll just do some other organic free-form shape on there, okay? So I will draw all this out in pencil first, and then that way I could label them, and I can mix them on my palette and then paint it on my paper. So we could start with yellow, so that way I don't contaminate that. My brush is contaminated. Well, that's not good. You don't need a lot of paint because it does cover the paper very well. It's not too thick. Okay, so and then I think I want to start with my orange. So once I put my red on the palette, I'll wipe off my brush so I don't get the yellow full of orange. And I will mix that. What do you think? Do I need a little more yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah. And anytime you are using this paint, if you put too much on the palette, and if it doesn't have another color mixed into it, so say you get your yellow and you have too much, you didn't use it all, you can put some of it back in the bottle so we don't waste it. I don't want it to go down the drain, okay? If it's an unmixed yellow, you can put it back and we can reuse it. All right, that's a pretty good orange. So I will just improvise here since I want my orange to be right here. There's my organic shape for my orange. Like how it's like a little flower. Then my yellow orange is going to have more yellow in it, so I will take even more yellow and put it right in here. No. So the intermediate color in between your secondary and your primary should look like the baby of the two. Okay? Yellow plus orange makes yellow orange right in the middle. I'll wash this off. Okay, so I have a secondary color made. I'm gonna add a little bit more red to this so it's a more pure orange here. I'm not going to finish the whole color wheel just so you guys can do this on your own. But if I have an orange, what is the complementary color orange? Sam, can you please stand up and watch this, please? Blue, good. And even on here, it's opposite on my palette. That's just the way that I arranged it, okay? So if I want to, I'm going to mix the orange with the blue and just put it right in the middle. If I mix equal parts of these two colors, what will I get? Good, brown.
So the answer was complementary colors.
Yep, you make neutrals by mixing complementary colors.
You didn't know that? You did not do
Could
that.
all members of the drama club please
Drama
report
club,
to the
anybody in drama club?
auditorium?
Yes.
All members of the drama club, please
I
report
am
to the
the
auditorium.
dramatic.
There's a lot of yellow in this orange, so that's why this is turning a little bit green, because yellow with blue makes green. It looks, yeah, it's not the most beautiful color.
She's recording too.
But this is, yeah, thank you, now it's on camera.
Sorry.
Diarrhea.
There's a baby poop brown. Actually, baby food is that color too, believe it or not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's some of it that's that color.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You ever been to a baby shower to make you taste baby food?
Yeah.
It tastes good.
So gross.
No, I just don't take it.
Okay, when you've finished all of this, you will flip your paper over, and you will look. You have to look at this handout I have here. It's not a handout; it's on the board. But you'll write complementary color scheme, analogous, triadic, split complementary. Okay, and you have to look up which colors go with that color scheme. Remember that interactive color wheel we used yesterday on the overhead?
I was gone. Wait, what?
I think you were here for that. You can. Well, no, you came late, but it's on our class website. Okay, so if you could just Google interactive color wheel. Julian, what are you doing? You're facing the other way. Okay, so you will write these color schemes on there. Draw little squares below it. You will choose the colors that go in that color scheme, paint them in, and then underneath write which mood it has. Okay, so if you're using something like a split complementary, it's still probably gonna have a pretty active mood. Okay, draws your attention just like complementary colors would. When those two colors are together, they have the most contrast, so they catch your eye. All right, just like black and white would. All right, those would be the two parts to your color wheel. Everybody clear on that?
Who drew that one? The animal one.
I have to look at the back of it. I don't remember.
When we were doing that?
No, that's an example of somebody's color wheel. All right.
We're gonna do shapes.
When you are ready for your shattered painting, you'll use this size of paper. Move this out of the way. And you will choose an object. I'm not sure, everybody could do something different. I'm not giving you one set requirement for that. But in the past, I showed you on the overhead, there was one that looked like there was a flashlight or something on there. There was one I showed the other class that had a parrot. So they would have drawn a parrot, probably on the left third or the right third of the paper. Do not put it right in the middle. Okay? You would draw, what? Yeah, a parrot.
A parrot.
It's called a
Yeah,
parrot.
so that kind of parrot. You would draw that. Rule of thirds says you would put that subject on the left or the right, or if you're doing it vertically, do it on the top or the bottom. Do not put it right in the middle. Okay? So, let's say I'm not sure. If I'll just do a flower for a quick example here. This is going to be very fast.
What is that?
That's a flower.
I have if you look on our website where it says student work examples, there are 3 or 4 examples of this project on there that students have done for first quarter, and there's a student who did a flower. So this is my very quick
Oh, it's a
example.
rose.
It's a tulip, obviously.
Okay, so say that's my subject, right? After that, I'll draw the solid pencil. Okay, I'm not going to shade it or anything. You don't need to add contrast or value right now because you do that with paint.
I thought you were drawing a parrot.
I'm not. No, that was an example of somebody else's. Okay, and if you need to see those examples, you can look up
So what
shattered
exactly
paintings.
is that?
Let me finish. If you need to see more examples, you can look up shattered paintings on Google or look on our website. Okay. Otherwise, you need to figure out how you're going to divide the page after this step. So you've got to start at a point on the object and then go from there. So say I want it to be broken up.
Make it a rainbow.
I'm going to make a radial design. So radial would mean everything rotates around one point. Yep, sun rays are radial if they go around in a circle. Okay, so what happens, now I have divided the rows into different sections and I divided the background into different sections. So in each of these you're going to, you're going to choose a color scheme. So I think I want to do a split complementary. So I'm going to start with blue, and complement of that is orange. So on either side of orange, I'm going to use those colors. So it's complementary split in half. Sam, can you? So I'll use red, and then I will use, I've got to use my yellow orange over here.
It looks like urine.
Well, it does. What are you
Okay,
talking?
now you're in.
Oh, don't it look like a pond?
It's like a pond. Yeah, it does kind of.
Just gonna put it on YouTube. Can you put that on YouTube?
No, I'll put it on our website. So if there are people who are absent or they missed part of it, they can watch this, hear all of my jabbering.
They can watch it on YouTube too.
I could. I do have a YouTube site, but I usually put ceramic videos on there for my Ceramics 2 students. All right, there is my nice mustard yellow orange. So for my color scheme, I will be using blue, red, yellow, orange. That's the split complementary color scheme I've chosen. So I'll do that in a pattern. If I want to start with blue in here, I'll do blue, red, yellow, orange. Blue, red, yellow, orange. Okay? Remember, if you have shapes in the same order, you would go square, circle, rectangle, square, circle, rectangle, right? Remember that from elementary school?
Yeah.
Good.
No,
No?
No.
No.
I don't think I did that.
Well, maybe it happened. You just didn't remember. Hopefully.
Or
Think
I
about
don't think
pattern.
I don't think.
All right. Now this is where this project takes the most time. So if I'm going to start with blue in this division right here, there is this section, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to this one triangle here. Okay. So that means that I will have, if I break it up into a pattern, these big spaces will have the one color, but the hue or the intensity will change in each one. Oh, that's not good. Does that mean it's not recording anymore? Okay, good. We're at 12 minutes. That's a long one. All right. So this one, I will have blue then. And if this section is different, this is a different shape, this one will be orange or red, and this one will be yellow-orange, blue, and red. Okay, you just have to make sure that there's different colors next to each other. Okay, some kind of pattern needs to happen, but you do not want to make these sections all the same color because you want them to be distinct. You want to know that there is a rose here. Does that make sense? All right. So if I say I start with blue here, still have a little bit of color in this or green color in there that I don't want, but just try not to paint the table like I'm doing right now.
It already got paint on it.
Yeah, we don't want to make it worse though, right?
Why don't we just paint all the tables?
Is that a blue yellow?
We're supposed to.
No, but then that what would happen is that we would get new tables and I'd be like, oh,
That is not blue.
yeah, I just
That
said,
looks
I told you my
really
brush was full of some.
Can we do
Red.
like a random day and do like shaving cream on tables? It'll clean them. And it'll be like.
Oh yeah, I've done that with little kids before. It's pretty exciting.
It is. It really
Yep, that's why you guys are getting graham crackers and frosting on Monday.
Hey, so we're little kids. Steve?
So we're eating it?
Wait,
Yeah, you'll be able to eat your
Wait,
frosting
wrong.
after you mix the colors of frosting.
Can I bring
Okay,
chocolate?
so I will start in this one section. I'll be using blue, all right? But I want to desaturate the intensity of that blue. So what color would I add to that blue to dull it?
Brown.
Orange. Somebody said orange.
I
Thank
said
you so
orange.
much. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to put some orange in here. Even though my color scheme only has 3 colors, you will still be using many more colors because you have to use those colors complement to mix.
I think purple.
All right, this is where it gets kind of complicated.
Ew.
I'm going to need more blue in this. You can't even see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
That looks horrible.
There's a lot of yellow in this for some reason.
That's a horrible color.
It is beautiful. Do
No,
not
it is
judge.
I thought it was.
That's a beautiful
I
color.
thought it was supposed to be like.
If your paint is still wet on your paper, you can actually mix colors on the paper as you're painting, okay?
Make a blend.
Do it.
So I'm continuing to make this blue darker. So it's going from a solid blue and hopefully it will become a little bit more dull, but right now it's turning green because I have a lot of yellow mixed in it.
So why does that paper over there have pink?
Because that's the one that's the color they chose to use.
Yeah.
They started with red and then they added a little bit of white to tint, but this one behind you, they did not follow the project like I am trying to explain it. They started to use white and black to make the colors like lighter, darker, which you are not doing.
Why?
Okay, you are using the complementary color because otherwise you're making tints and shades and you're just kind of you're muting the tone of that hue and it doesn't always come across as changing value. Okay, so in a perfect world, which is this class right now,
But
What?
it's not.
What are we?
we would have a blue right here. Oh, I went outside the lines. And as the solid blue starts here, it starts to darken gradually. Okay, just like when you shade something that's curved, you don't want to make it look like there are straight line divisions. Okay, there should be. Sam, can you please put your phone down and stand up? Sit there, time I've asked you. My goodness gracious! Your mom said I could take your phone away. What are you doing then? Well, you're looking down or sleeping or something.
Today's Friday.
It is Friday.
Everybody should be paying.
Okay, so you can.
Attention all students. All members of SBLA club, please report to the auditorium for club picture.
I'm an S.
Okay.
All members of SBLA, please report
What
to the
is that?
auditorium.
This is a messy project.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have us do this. It's too
So
hard.
there will not be two different shapes. There'll be one shape that has a value change. It's gradual. It's like a slope. Okay, a slope is not different steps. A slope is one plane that goes up or down. All right. So and then if this one is my blue, then my other one in my color scheme. What other colors are in my color scheme? Don't lose me here. I have blue. What else is in my color scheme?
Orange, yellow.
Nope, orange is not.
Red.
Yellow, orange, and red. Good. My split complementary has 3. So I've got my blue, my orange, and my red and my yellow orange. I can't talk either. Okay, so my next section here, this just this little one, part of the leaf. I'm going to use red. So I'll start with my red. Hopefully it doesn't have another color mixed into it.
It will.
It should. Why would somebody want to join SAD club when they like? What is
That doesn't
SAD?
really have anything to do with what we're doing right now.
I was just thinking about that because we're talking about clubs.
Students Against Destructive Decisions.
Oh,
Priya.
I thought it was like people. being sad.
No, it's not people being sad.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm starting with red. How am I going to dull that red and make it darker?
Put some blue in it.
Nope,
Put
that
some
makes
yellow.
violet.
Put some brown.
Green.
Put a little
Green,
bit
good,
of
because
purple.
opposite of red, the color wheel
You
is
can't make
green.
You don't
with
have
that.
green.
Then I can make green.
right
Oh my
down.
goodness
Oh.
gracious.
Blue and yellow.
You can make any color with your primary colors, remember?
I
Can't make
forgot.
pink.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Red and
How?
white.
You use red, and that makes something
white.
other color. You add white to it.
White is not part of the primary colors.
And there's no white on your
Red is
tray.
one primary color. You make all colors from a primary color. Every color has a base of a primary color.
Don't knock
Alright.
it,
You can do that.
This girl's torturous.
All right, I got you later.
All right, I've got a. Should I add a little bit more blue to that, or does it look okay?
It looks okay.
More blue.
A little more
I
blue.
can see on her video.
Being tortured.
Looks like it. Okay, so my red. If I add too much green, it will make it brown. So I just want a little bit.
Attention all students. Can I have all members of the fencing club please report to the auditorium for club
Fencing.
picture?
Fence.
Fencing club to the auditorium, please.
I want to do that.
Fence. I didn't know I had a fencing club. Okay, it doesn't have to be a very dramatic change, but it needs to look like it shifts from light to dark. Okay. So then in this section right here, I would use my yellow orange, and I would add its complement for that. Gotta go to a counselor. Okay. All right. So then you will do each section with a color. You'll start with the color that you chose for your color scheme, and then you will change it around to make it darker or lighter in value. All right. In each section, it will change. If you need more examples, please look on our website. If you need to see this demo again, I will put this video on our website too. Okay? So, don't forget about this because you've got to do your color wheel first, but I'm just trying to show you everything at one time so we don't have different demonstrations where people do this.
looks very
or
pretty.
that. He's sleeping.
Wake up!
Everybody clear on what's going on? You will be doing your color wheel. You'll do your color schemes. You need to look up which colors go in those color schemes online. Right? It's up to you to research that. And then you have your color psychology worksheet. My eyes are getting really big because this is really important. Nobody's listening.
I heard you. You said do
Do
your
we have
color,
to- yeah,
do your color.
So
wheel
follow
list.
the
And then-
follow the schedule on the board and go. Thank you much.
Pick it up.
I'll
When
get
you
up,
use
Brianna.
these palettes, clean them well. Use a sponge, the scrubby side of the sponge, clean the palettes, or we won't paint anymore. No, it's not.
That is. You gotta do
It
this
will look
and
it will
then
look
do that.
so beautiful when you're done.
No, it won't.
You will have plenty of time to work on this. Just get this done first.
How much
Okay?
time? You need to end it.
Plenty.
End it. Like 2 days, because that's not enough.